Caden, give me a state of matter. Liquid. Paige, give me a different one.
Gas.
Gas. Let's put gas down here. Grant? Solid. Now, I will say, but I'm not going to write it down because it's not really something that we need to know. There are two other states of matter that exist that, quite frankly, we don't need to cover in Chem 1. We don't even cover them in AP chemistry. It's more of people that are really interested in science read up about things called plasmas, which are taking gases and taking them to the next state, and Bose-Einstein condensates, which is making things really, really, really cold, almost absolute zero on the Kelvin scale. We are going to be going over the difference between solids, liquids, and gases. And that's not just a matter of heating them up to determine these different states of matter. One of the things that I want to start off with is just what phase changes occur as we're going from one step to another. So, for example, Matty O, when we start with something that's a solid and we turn it into a liquid, what do we call that? Melting. Randy, what's the exact opposite? When we go from a liquid to a gas, think about ice cubes. I'm sorry, liquid to solid, sorry. What do lakes do during the wintertime? They freeze. Yeah. So freezing. Now let's cover liquid to gas. This was in the reading guide, Mike. Liquid to gas, what do we call that phase change? Okay, boiling is one of the processes that it can be. What's another one that it could be? Anyone? Evaporation, vaporization, all terms that work for it. We'll use evaporation for this one, I suppose. Gas to liquid's a little trickier. This is, you have a can of soda that's nice and cold on a hot summer day, and then all of a sudden you have this liquid all around the can. The can gets wet. It's not because the can is leaking from the inside out. It's that it's so cold, the gas molecules around it are coming closer together to form a liquid. Condensation. If you have a dehumidifier in your basement, it works off of that principle, taking all that water, moisture, vapor in the air, condensing it into a liquid. 2 to go. Due to pressure being involved, although we're not going to talk about pressure's effect, things can go directly from the solid to the gas phase. This one was in the reading guide that we did. Does anyone recall what solid to gas is? Dry ice is a good example of this. It's a solid chunk of CO2. It turns into gaseous carbon dioxide, so you create smoke from it. Begins with an S. Then a U and a B. Anybody? Sublimation. It sublimes. Last one. Gas to a solid. Best example of this is a lot of you have a car. I don't know if a lot of you get to park in the garage. I know I wouldn't let my kids park in the garage. My car goes in the garage first. Well, my daughter's only 9, so she shouldn't be driving anyways. On a cold day like today, there's a very good chance that you have to scrape your windshield when you go out, when you start your car, because ice, solid water has formed on your windshield. It's not like it was wet an hour before where someone was just spraying your windshield with water, allowing it to freeze over. Although maybe Lydia would do that to somebody. It's the gaseous form turning into the solid form right away. This was not in your reading guide. Anyone have an idea? It's called deposition. Oh, deposition.